Hey guys, we're going to talk about Section 8 inspections. We're standing right now on a property that just came up for tenant moved out, and we've released it to a Section 8 tenant. And we're going to have a Section 8 inspection next week where the inspector is going to come out, check the home, make sure it's adequate and suitable for a resident to move in. You know, there's a lot of myths, and people they've heard horror stories with Section 8. Me personally, I've had the opposite experience where I've had a great experience with Section 8. But one thing that we do, we always check the properties out. We basically will check what the inspector is going to come and look for so that we eliminate a lot of the headaches. And if they find a couple things, then we'll just fix them as need be. But I'm going to show you the things that we do before a Section 8 inspection, and these are the main things that they're checking for, okay? One of the first things that they're going to do is they're going to check all your outlets, all your plugs and switches to make sure they work. The plugs are going to use an outlet tester. Just like this, you can get at Home Depot for I think $7 or $8. They're going to walk through on every plug, basically check them in. You can see how this one, you get a close up there, Mindy. You can get this shows when the two yellow lights light up, it shows that it's hooked up correctly. Okay, simple as that. And then you're going to go check all of your plugs throughout the home, make sure that they're connected correctly and that there's no open grounds. If there's any open grounds, of course you're going to have to ground those plugs. You can call your electrician for that. It's not a big deal. Another thing, smoke alarms. You're supposed to do it yearly, just by the way, but we make sure all the smoke alarms work, and we replace the batteries actually, just to be on the safe side. And so you'll go through and test them. That's exactly what the inspector is going to do. They're going to go through and check all the smoke alarms in the house. So if you've replaced those batteries, you should be good. Another thing that they're going to do is they're going to check all the faucets to make sure there's no leaks. They're going to run the water. They're going to look under, check the drains, whatnot. We've already checked this one, so we know there's no leaks. They're going to check the stove, make sure that they have adequate cooking appliance. So they turn on the stove, check all the burners. We've already done it at this house, so we know we're good. That's another thing. Another big one, very, very important, weather stripping. Okay? They will check weather stripping with a fine-tooth comb. So you can see around this door, you do not see any light. And I will let you know that if they see even a small ray of sunlight coming through, they will fail you. So make sure you have adequate weather stripping and trimming around your door. Okay? Because that is something that they will cite you for. They want to make sure you have heat. Notice I didn't say AC. They want to make sure that the heat works. Another smoke alarm in the hallway. We've got smoke alarms in all the bedrooms. Just make sure that the light fixture works. Another important thing they're going to check for. You don't have to have blinds. You do have to have windows. And what they're going to check for, there's a test with the windows. And Mindy, if you could get a close up here. Every window has to open. First part test is if the window will actually open. And only one window per room has to do this. But one window per room has to remain in the open position. It has to close and it has to lock. And as you can see on this window, the window lock is broken off. So, once again, go to the orange box, otherwise known as Home Depot. 99 cents. Put your little window lock on. And you've just passed your Section 8 test. Little things, make sure there's no open or exposed wiring. I've already mentioned plugs, switches. They're going to test your toilets. They're going to test all your faucets, checking for leaks. And those are essentially the big items with the Section 8 inspection. There's some other things that might come up, but those are the big things. If you can make sure all your plugs and switches work properly. I should also mention, let me show you one other thing. They do want to see GFCIs. If we can get a close up there. They want to see GFCIs in the bathrooms and in the kitchen. And they just want to make sure that all the things that we just mentioned, plugs, switches, GFCIs, windows, weather stripping, heating, no plumbing leaks. They're going to check all those things. Those are the big factors. And there's a few more I'm leaving out, but you can go to the resources tab, and we've got a whole list there of Section 8 requirements. So if you do these things and if you pass them on your walkthrough, you should be good on your inspection. And like I said, if they point out a couple other things, it's no big deal. You get them repaired, they come out for a follow-up inspection, and you're done. Okay?